on this channel, we say everybody's got a story. So let's start with this one. What is your story?
My goodness. Well, I appreciate you making the space and asking me the question. My story, real quick. Actually, a survivor of heart disease from childhood heart disease. It lived about 10 years. I was diagnosed at the age of 4, and then went through many, couple of heart attacks, a lot of heart failure, and for about 5 years, really, where my life was in a hospital. Went through quite a few, not only the open heart surgery, heart cath, but eventually what really brought the what I'm doing today was the catalyst. One, because I'm alive. Two, because it was a pioneering surgery called a heart ablation. And I was the first child to undergo this surgery. It was experimental at the time in 1992. Didn't know what the impact of it was actually until 20 years later. Well, actually, yeah, 30 years later, actually, for the 100-year anniversary of the hospital, when they gave me a call and said that they wanted to do a documentary and reunite me again with the doctor. And that's really when I learned, I think you don't learn only from experience, you really learn from reviewed experience. And that's really what gave me the opportunity to look at this entire period of my life along with the my journey in leadership that had already started at that point, and really open up my eyes to what alignment looks like with leadership, love, and excellence. So there were a lot of points, like I said, of failure through that journey. And I really had to learn not only the resilience that you build from that, but really the love that helps with that resilience and the processes and the systems necessary to be able to learn from failure.
Absolutely. What a remarkable story. To
Thank
survive all this at a childhood age, it's incredible. And to be where you are right now, you must be on cloud nine. I want to say, everybody got to go through life, and sometimes stories are difficult to. If you think about going through them, fine. But when you look back, you say, I've been through them. They made me better. They made me maybe a better human, a better person, or it prepared me for something better in the future. Most of these experiences, I feel like, in it doesn't matter what the type of experience is, specifically, like, especially like the stuff that you went through, the medical stuff that you went through, although they are terrible when you are going through them, you're clinching to life. Your family, your parents are trying to figure out how to move to the next level and, keep that person alive. And now you
you.
look back, you say, well, maybe it made me who I am right now. Maybe it molded me into somebody that I aspire to be. And maybe without any of that stuff, maybe I wouldn't be here.
100%. I mean, everything I do has stemmed from that. A couple of things. One is just, again, there were a lot of things I couldn't do, right, as a kid and growing up. I mean, it's our formative years where so much felt out of my control. My episodes of heart, I would be just like you, fine, and suddenly, boom, my heart would go super fast and this tachycardia. And then it wasn't just tachycardia, but then it would go into arrhythmia, and they didn't really know what would trigger it. They didn't know how long they would last or to stop. So then me and uncertainty became very well known to each other. It was a lot of things. So, and actually it's that uncertainty, later on, as a leader, as a mom, as just going through life, there's nothing that I really saw anytime it was a time to make a decision where uncertainty is not surrounded by. Honestly, the greatest of opportunity, your greatest of opportunity, surrounded by the greatest of uncertainty. And really, that became such a real pattern theme in my life where I started seeing that, to where not be afraid, which definitely there were a lot of reasons to fear, right? I mean, especially as a kid, physically, there's a lot of fear in the, what was going to happen next. But later on, when I started seeing, like, wait, I've been here before, I've felt this before, I've seen it, and what can I do right now to turn this uncertainty into something that is going to work for me, the best that it can, but also that can help my team, can help my family, can help my kids, uh, and I would say that had I not gone through that in my body, I probably would not. I was more than likely not be able to do that with what I do in serving leaders and serving other people through times of uncertainty.